Customer dropped this '06 Outlander off to me for a no start issue. It cranks, fuel pump goes on, hit the start button, just cranks. I noticed the fuel gauge doesn't work, and whatever's down here, these three don't work. So I don't know if that's part of the problem, but we do have a weak battery. I got it sitting there charging. I got a temporary one in there. I'll hook the jumper up to it, but I need to see if we have spark. I need to see if we have fuel and kind of go from there on this one. So let's get into this one a little bit, see what we can find. All right, so I know the battery's kind of weak on this, so we're gonna get my jump pack and hook that up to it and kind of go from there. But I don't think this thing's gonna start. It just seems like there's not enough something or other. I'm guessing spark. Slide that back up in there. See what happens here. Should give it a little more. Yeah, got a little more power now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but let's see if we got spark. We'll pull this spark plug out. Actually, I got a spark plug sitting right here. We'll just pull this wire off. Just doesn't feel like this is in there very well. I wonder. Spark plug's loose. It's loose in the hole, which is weird. This cap, it's almost like this should have an end on the plug there. I think I have one here, but I think that's gonna be too big. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look down that hole. It doesn't seem to be snapping in correctly. And like I said, the plug is loose in there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if something snapped off in there. Oh, maybe. I don't know. That doesn't look right. I mean, it's definitely not going to fit this end. So I'm wondering if something broke off in there. And there's a bolt. Always find a bolt. So the story behind this one was he pulled it off the trailer, it ran fine, and he rode it for about, I don't know, I think he said an hour or so, and it just died. That was it. No sputtering, no nothing, just died. I have a tendency not to believe anybody, as they always don't always tell me the whole story, but you know, I have this feeling that it's not, whatever's going on in there is not correct. So I guess if we just stick this down in there, I mean, it's just so loose. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys closer. Let's see if we got spark first. I mean, I guess that'd be our got spark. Looks like a very weak spark. I don't trust that. Like, I don't trust that. Bring it over here. See, when I put this in, it doesn't even want to like stay in. It's barely in there. I mean, it should snap in there and stay in there. But when I look down this hole, I see looks like it's broken. And then the plug here is definitely loose. I mean, I haven't even put a wrench on this thing and I'm unscrewing it already. This is what amazes me. It's like stuff like this. Like, how does this even happen? I don't know if someone, my guess is maybe he went and checked to see if there was spark. So, I mean, we got spark, so I don't trust that cap to be the way it should be. And then like the fuel bowl here, there's like a fuel filter on here. It's not even full of gas. So, I mean, come on, you know that hasn't been changed in a long bit. I mean, it's been running good. It's brown, but let's see if this one's been firing off. So all I can do is check this plug too. I just don't trust the spark. Like, I don't trust this making good contact. So I mean, it just wants to fall right out. Like, if you're riding and hit some stuff, that's not going to stay in there for you. I just have a feeling there's something wrong with this. Like, it's broken. I mean, it looks like it's missing half the thing. And then it's got a zip tie on it, so you know something's up. You know something's up. Where does that even go? I mean, someone's been in this thing for sure. I mean, there's hose clamps holding the fuel line together and all that jazz. So I just don't understand why people do the things they do. But let's see if we got spark on this plug. Turn this jumper on because I don't think we got enough power here. that spark. So obviously it's not a spark issue, but I don't trust that. That is definitely a big no-no. I'm gonna put this plug back in. Then I saw a video of some guy checking some stuff. We're gonna go with that. Maybe it's a fuse. I guess these go out too. Crank position sensor, whatever it is. Crank, I think. So we're kind of got a full case of diagnostic here. I was wondering if it's got compression. And it's got oil. And it's got oil. My guess is he took this apart to diagnose it himself. I don't know if that's stuck in there or what. Just leave that down there. All right, let's see if we can get a socket in here, the ratchet. Somehow I don't think so. There we go. All right. So that's in there tight. Let's put that on there. See if we got anything now. Bring you guys back over here. So we're just going to check continuity in these fuses just to make sure we got good fuses. That's all good. I just don't understand why. I guess my next step would be find the air filter, pull that off. Everything looks tight, everything looks in order. That's got to be fuel related, be my guess. Fuel pump. I wonder which one of these is the fuel. That's the fuel pump there, because it just cycled. Oh, what do we got down here? I see some wires that aren't connected. What is that crap? Is that how they are? They're just hanging there? Why would they do that? An accessory maybe? mean, all the fuses test out good. We got a fuel pump. Let's take this cover off over here. I just feel like it's a fuel issue because there's hardly any fuel in this bowl, and it's not really pumping. Yeah, let me pull this plate off here. I'm gonna pull this plate off right there, this one here, and kind of check out and see what's going on under there in the fuel pump. If you guys look right down here, you can see the fuel filter there. It's not, I mean, there's just a little bit of gas in there. I mean, normally that thing should be, I would think, full or flowing. Yeah, I kind of, you know, these fuel injected models, I'm going to kind of burn myself on diagnostic time because there's just so much more to them than a carburetor. What we got going on here? We got two lines coming out of that fuel thing, and only one of them is hooked up. Like, what the heck is that? What the heck is going on there? Where's the fuel pump even at? What the heck? I don't know. Like, I strongly believe when these guys drop these bikes off to me that they never ran, and they're always just making things up. Like that, for example. Like, what is this crap? I mean, is it just for venting? Like, where's the fuel pump go? Where's the fuel pump actually at? I mean, it's got to be in there somewhere. I'm wondering if we got a bunch of shit in there, and like, I think that's just for venting. That would be my guess. And I guess the only thing I can do is undo a fuel injector. And like, if I gotta replace that pump, like, where is that? What do you guys think? You think this air filter is gonna be all plugged up? I'm curious to see. Let's turn this off for now. I'm on a bet nobody's ever changed this. I mean, it's got a K&N. Doesn't look too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. So let's see why we don't have all these instrument lights lighting up. I mean, everything's there. It must just be burnt out. I need to check the bolts coming out of here. So I need to find this one here, this connector. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one here. Why don't we go in the park? Freaking dead again. This thing's got to be dead. Let's put this on here. I'll just put this on this trickle charger. This jump box, it's just junk. It doesn't, I mean, you get a couple jumps out of it and that's it. Like, I want to be able to do more with it. All right, so I gotta get this fuel pump out of here. I gotta get this tank out of here. So this is gonna be kind of a challenge. I gotta take the shock off, the wheel off, and slide this tank out, disconnect it, and hope it's the fuel pump, that's for sure. So let me get this wheel off. I don't know what size these are, probably like 17. Let's see here. 17 it is. I'm gonna go ahead and break these loose by hand first because I don't know how tight these are. Oh, Jesus. No, they weren't too bad. So I need to get this up, get a jack stand under there, something. And then I got a floor jack under here now. Probably just, because I need to probably use that floor jack for raising and lowering this thing, so. Probably definitely need to put some wheel chocks into the front so she doesn't roll away on me. This is not going to be fun. But, you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I don't even know if that's gonna be high enough. Guess we'll find out one way or another. That should be just about right. Just leave this under here. This jack under there. And we'll go ahead and get this tire off here. Shake some more mud loose. So this is how it's got to come out. Basically, I got to take the shock off, this cover, and it's going to slide out this way. So hopefully all goes well. So let's get the shock out of here. We'll kind of go from that point. That can be a 17 as well. Nope. Not a 17. Maybe a 14. Would be my guess. Damn, it's not even a 14? What the heck size is it? 16? It's probably standard. 16. I don't have a 15. There's no such thing as a... Yeah, it's a 15. Darn it. I don't know. Crazy stuff. Like, why change sizes? Ugh. More mud, more mud. Alright, so that's a 15. That's a 15. I think I just want to put, I don't know if this is going to drop down, so I'm going to put a jack stand under there too. Just in case. Definitely don't want to tear a boot or anything, so. I'll just stick that under there. Alright, so I think I can get an impact in there. We'll run with that. More mud, and more mud. I wish I had washed this thing off before, but a little late now. Those the same size bolts? Yes. All right. Looks like we got a bracket there. And I don't know what the heck else is in there. Well, there's a beer tab. So we got a bolt up there too. Those 10s or 12s? We've got 10. Definitely a 12. 12 it is. And I definitely am not going to be able to get an impact in there. So we're just going to have to... That is a 10. What the heck? There's a little bit of fuel left in this thing, not a whole lot. There's a 10 on the bottom too. I didn't pour much more back in there because I figured if I was gonna have to take this off, then I didn't want to have to deal with all that fuel. Why don't I have another 10 out here? I got a nut, bolt, and a washer. I think I got one over here. Come on. There's another bolt. I think there's some on the other side too. You know, I'm definitely going to make sure before I slide this all back in there, after I put the new fuel pump in, that it works. Because I don't want to have to do this twice. And once is bad enough. But supposedly this is an issue on these bikes, that the fuel pumps go out, the crank positions sensor goes out. I guess they've had a rash of fuses blowing for the fuel pump, but I can hear the fuel pump running. It's just not pushing any fuel. So I don't know if the filter's all plugged up or what, but we will definitely find out one way or another. So there's the other bolt. And I don't think there's any more. I think that is it. Yeah, I think that is it. Feels loose. So let's see what's going on. See if we can slide this thing out. Oh, I gotta take this fender off too. Darn it. Of course, that's a Torx, isn't it? Good old Torx bit. if I have that size. It's too small. It might work. Let's roll with that for now until it strips out. What the heck? Come on. I think there's one more. I'm hoping I'm not going to take this whole rack off and everything. I hope I can just be able to pry that up and that'll be enough. Ugh. It's all covered in mud. I think we'll be all right. I'm gonna put some tape on this this breather here. Put some tape over that just so the mud doesn't fall in there. Let's go with the T-Rex tape because that looks like it'll be more long lasting, I guess you could say, as opposed to just painter's tape. Trying to get this cap back on here so I can keep the mud out. Let's see. This is all just up and out of the way. Slide that forward. This looks like it's all one piece, like this guard and everything. All right, here we go. What do we got for power here? Looks like we're hung up on something here. Skid plate, maybe? There we go. Getting further. All right. Let's see what we got for connections. All right, just the one, and then some fuel hose. There's another connector, or no? No. All right, here goes the tank. Quite a bit of gasoline in there still. And I need to get rid of. Someone's been in this fuel pump too, because there's hose clamps all the way down. That's ridiculous. Who the heck was in there? All right, I need to drain some of this fuel, so I need to see about getting this out of here. There's a few gallons in there. What am I gonna do with that fuel? I'm just gonna have to pour it into one of these catch-alls. Alright, so we need to get this thing off here. That's gonna house the fuel pump in there. So I'm trying to figure out what the best way to secure this would be. I think if I take this panel out here, drop this down in there, that'll give me a little more securement. And then I'll have to see what size. Is it Allen? Oh, it's always Torx. Why is it always got to be Torx? It's always Torx. Torx. I just had my Torx bit out here. What did I do with it? No. It'll be this little one maybe, hopefully. Darn it, smaller? Smaller, huh? I don't know if I have much smaller. I got this tiny one. It's too tiny. Too small. So it looks like it's the right one, but it's been chewed up a little bit. See how far I can get with this one. I wonder if somebody replaced this already. Definitely don't want to strip these out because I'm not going to be able to cut them out. Certainly not going to be able to drill them out. I don't like that. I wonder if I have an Allen that sometimes you can use an Allen instead. It just gets in there just right. I don't know if I have one that size though. Maybe a standard one. Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's see how well this works until we get to the point where it doesn't work. That one seems like it's stripped. What the heck? It fit in those. Fits in that one. Is there too much dirt in there? Might just be too much dirt. Let's get the little poker. See if we can clean out some of this dirt. See, I mean, someone's definitely been in there. Or at least replace the lines. Curious to see what happened here. Oh, this one's gonna be a pain in the butt, I have a feeling. That one's probably stripped out, would be my guess. That would be my guess. It's always one, right? Always one. So I need to take off this hose clamp here. There's always that one screw or bolt that does not want to cooperate. Get you guys over here for now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's completely stripped out, I know it. Yep. Let's see what I can get in there. But it's not looking promising. So I definitely think someone was in here at some point. Ah, got it. My guess is fuel pump has been replaced already. Would be my guess, because there's no reason why that should be stripped. I'd rather figure out what needs to be replaced on here and what doesn't at this point. I'd rather have a stripped bolt than just make sure we put that one where it's a little more easily accessible in case someone's got to drill it out or cut a line in it. I'll loosen that one too, so I can. To fill that swamp cooler back up with some water, getting low. What the heck was that? All right, moment of truth. Oh wait, there's one more down here. All right, let me get a little tray here. We'll set that up there. Let's go ahead and pull this out, and we'll get this moved over to the tray. Moment of truth here. Let's get this little guy off of here. Be a pain in the butt to get this out. Yeah, this looks like a aftermarket pump here. Take a look at that tank. Maybe we find some gnarly mud in there. And some chunks of, that's varnish. That's old fuel. not too bad. I was expecting way worse. But I think we will clean this tank out. So I'm going to wash this tank off, clean it up, and new pump should be here tomorrow.
Thanks for watching the Quadfather ATV channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe.